Welcome year one. So we got another maths lesson today. Remember yesterday we were learning all about the days of the week. Well, today we're learning about the months of the year. So let's see what we're going to do today. Today our learning objective is to know and use the months of the year. So let's get started. There are 12 months in the year. Let's see if we can say them. So we'll do my turn, your turn. My turn, January, your turn. My turn, February, your turn. My turn, March, your turn. My turn, April, your turn. My turn, May, your turn. My turn, June, your turn. My turn, July, your turn. My turn, August, your turn. My turn, September, your turn. My turn, October, your turn. My turn, November, your turn. My turn, December, your turn. So they are the months of the year. Now, some of them are very hard to read. So as long as you know the first few letters, so in January, which is the first one, Jan, then you will be able to guess that says January. Okay, the only ones that will be a little bit tricky are the ones with the same letter. So March and May might be a little bit tricky, but you can see there's a ch in March, and May is just M-A. The other ones are June and July, so they're a little bit tricky because they've got the first two letters are the same. But some of those you might just have to remember. So, and then that's it really. So some of them are quite hard to read, but you'll get there. Okay, let's see what's on the next slide. So let's have a look at the pictures that go with each month, and can we describe the seasons? So let's have a look at the first one, and that says January. January. So what can you see in the picture? I can see it's snowing, the sky is blue, and what's happened to the trees? Yes, the trees are covered in snow, aren't they? So in January, it's winter. Let's move on to February. February. So let's look at the sky. The sky is still snowing. It's not snowing so hard. There's still snow on the ground. And what about the trees now? There's only a little bit of snow on them now, isn't there? Now, let's have a look at March. March. Wow, look at the ground now. Where's the snow gone? The snow has disappeared because the weather is starting to warm up. Look at the trees, don't they look beautiful? What's in the trees? The trees are filled with blossom, aren't they? Now let's look at April. It's with an A or an A. Oh, what's happening now? There is lots of rain in April normally. And there's sun, and rain and sun make a rainbow. Very nice. Back up to the top. What about May? May. Oh, what can you see? What's happened to the trees now? They're nice and green now, aren't they? And if you have a look, what can you see in the top corner? The sun has come out, hasn't it? It's starting to get much warmer. In June, the next one, the trees look the same, don't they? But the grass has got a little bit lighter, probably because the weather's getting much hotter. In July, what can you see in the sky? The birds. Yes, there'll be lots of birds, and the weather's starting to get really nice and warm now. Ooh, August is a hot one. Look at the big bright sun. September's at the top again, and what's happened to the trees here? They've turned orange, haven't they? That's when we have autumn. So autumn has started and the trees have turned orange. What's happening to the leaves on the trees in October? They're starting to fall off, aren't they? A few trees. And the weather's starting to get a little bit colder. In November, where have all the leaves gone? all the leaves have fallen off the trees and you can see it's starting to rain again. And the last month, what happens in December? In December it gets really cold and sometimes we get snow and the trees have no leaves on. So if you have a look at the months, they're all in different colours. So January, February and December are blue. March, April and May are green. June, July and August are yellow. And September, October and November are orange. Why don't you pause the video now and see if you can discuss with the adult in your house why they might be these colours. Pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. Did you have a little talk with the grown-ups? Did you find out why they're all different colours? So let's have a talk about it. So if you look at December, January and February, what do you think the weather's like? There's snow in most of the pictures. Do you know what season that might be? That is winter. So that's why it's blue. It's cold and it's winter. So March, April and May, the weather's getting a little bit warmer and we've got lots of flowers starting to grow. What season is that? It's the season we're in now. It begins with that spring. So it goes winter, then spring. After that, June, July and August, it's really hot. Do you know what the hottest season of the year is? It's called summer. And the last one, September, October, November, when the leaves start to fall off the trees, that season is called autumn. Now, what month are we in now? So we had a little look before, and in January we said there was snow. In February it's a little bit cold, so you might have a fire. In March, lots of new flowers spring up. In April, there you get the baby lambs. In May, you get lots of nice leaves on the tree. In June, it's nice and warm, so maybe you could go sunny. In July, you might play outside a lot. In August, you might get ready to go back to school. In September, it might rain a lot. In October, all the leaves fall off the trees. November, you might have a bonfire. And December, you might celebrate Christmas. So what month are we in now? Now, last month was March and next month is May. So can you point to which month is between March and May? Pause the video now to see if you can point to which month we're in. Okay, let's have a look. Which month are we in? It said March. March has got the daffodil, and after March and in between May, which has got the big green tree. So in between that is the lamb month, and that is April. So we are now in April. So let's go back to what we learned yesterday. Can we remember our days of the week? So it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's do it again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well done. So what day is it today? Yesterday was Monday, which was the one in red, and tomorrow is Wednesday, which is the yellow one. So what day is in the middle? Pause the video here and see if you can read what day is today. So did you find out what day today is? Today is Tuesday. Yes, today is Tuesday. Let's go to the next slide and see if we can work out what the date is today. So year one, what day is it today? So we've looked at the months, we've gone back over the days of the week, and now we've got a date as well. So over here we've got a box. We want to know what day it is, what the date is, so what number, and what month it is. So let's start with the month. Now we already talked about this. Let's go through them again. Let's see if we can remember what month it is. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, can you remember from the slide previously what month it is? Yes, it's April, isn't it? So let's take April and let's put April in where it says month. Make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. There we go. So now we know the month is April. Let's see if we know what the day is today. So let's go through the days of the week again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now I'll give you a clue. Yesterday was Monday and tomorrow is Wednesday. So do you know what day it is today? What day is in the middle? It's Tuesday today. So let's put Tuesday in our box. Make it a little bit bigger. And then the last thing, which is a bit tricky, you might not know, is what is the number? What is the date for today? So I'll give you a clue, see if you can work it out. Yesterday was Monday the 20th. 20. Tomorrow is Wednesday the 22nd. So what number becomes in between 20 and 22? Have a little think. You can pause the video if you need to here. So what number is it? What's the date today? Yes, it's the 21st, so 21. So today is Tuesday, the 21st of April. And the year, just in case you're wondering, is 2020. Okay, let's go on to our next slide and see what we're going to do next. Oh no, look at what the hungry caterpillar has done this time. Oh, he's such a pesky little fella. Look, he's mixed all the months into the wrong order again. We've got March, August, February, June, November, May, October, April, September, December, January and July. Let's see if you can help me on the next slide put them back in the right order. Okay. So, Hungry Caterpillar has moved all these in the wrong place. Let's see if we can help them sort them in the right order. So let's go through and read the months and then we can put them in the right order. So this one's March, August, February, June, November, May, October, April, September, December, January and July. So which month comes first? It's a cold month and it begins with a J. Can you point to the right month? It is this one, January. So let's move January into the first month. There we go. So there's January. Now the next month, it's still cold, still winter, and the clue is the thing in the picture might help keep you warm. And it begins with a F for February. So it goes January, February. Now the next month is when spring starts, and in spring you get a lot of new lovely flowers. Can you spot which month it is? It's March. So it goes January, February, March. Now the next month is the month we're in now. And the month we're in now is spring, and you get lots of baby animals. Can you spot which month it is? It's April. So let's move that one. What comes next? January, February, March, April. Ooh, let's see. The next month, it's still spring and lots of leaves start growing on the trees. Can you spot that one? It begins with that for May. The next one after May, let's make sure we've got them all first of all. January, February, March, April, May. Now in the next month, it's starting to become summer. So it's starting to warm up. And you might do some different activities. You might go out in your garden, or you might go swimming maybe. And the next month is June. This one's June. It's a bit tricky because, like I said, June and July do look very similar. So we've got January, February, March, April, May, June. Now, what comes next? It's still summer. It's really nice and warm. And you might want to go outside and play in your garden. Yes, so the next month is July. Well done. See if you can point to them quicker than I can get them. So let's start from the beginning. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Now the next month is still summer, and it's when you start to think about going back to school again. You don't go back to school in August, but you start to get ready. I think I've just given you the answer. The next month is August, which is a little bit tricky because it starts with an A. August. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. The next month is when we start with autumn, and a lot of the month the weather gets a little bit worse and it starts to rain. Can you see what month's next? September. Good job if you found it before me. Right, now it's autumn now, and what is happening to all the leaves on the trees? They're falling off, and after September comes October. Now we've got 2 months left. Let's go through and make sure we've got them in the right order. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Now the next month is when we sometimes can have a lot of bonfires. Sometimes we celebrate bonfire night. That month is November. And the last month, there's only one left, is December. And that's when some people celebrate Christmas. Let's go through them again and make sure we've got them right. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now you can pause the video here if you want, because later on you're going to be doing activities. You might want to go back to this part because you're going to be sorting these out and it might help you, this part. Okay, let's see what we're doing on the next slide. So now it's your turn. Now there's one activity to do today, but there's also another one if you would like to do it as well. So the first activity you can see on your left, which is all the pictures in black and white. Now we did this up above, and what you've got to do is you've got to cut them out and stick them in the right order. If you don't have any way to print them off, that's fine. You can pause the video here, or you can look at the sheet attached, and you can just write the months in the right order, and you can draw the picture to accompany them. Remember, if you need help, you can go back to the slide where we did it together, and that will help you. Or you can ask an adult for help, because it is tricky this today. Now the other thing, which is this circle-shaped piece of work, this is an example I found that someone's already done. Now this has had an adult's help, and as you can see, it's a circle or a wheel of all of the months of the year. So it starts with at the top January, and it goes February, March, April, May, June, July at the bottom, August, September, October, November, December. And then in the middle, it tells you what seasons. So December, January, February, like we said, were winter. And the little boy or girl has drawn a little picture of a snowman and stuck it in the middle. March, April and May are spring, which is written there, and the person's drawn some pictures of some flowers. June, July and August at the bottom, they are summer, and the little picture of a sun. And September, October, November is autumn, and there's some pictures of some leaves. Now the other thing they have done, which is lovely, is they've added some photographs in. So these will be photographs of people or things that happen. So in January there's a picture of a little boy and a birthday cake. So that little boy's birthday might be in January. If you don't have pictures to cut out, maybe you could draw a picture of that person and a birthday cake, or you could write their name and how old they're going to be. In February, there's a heart. Do you know why? In February, you might celebrate Valentine's Day. In March, there's a picture of some daffodils and some hot cross buns, because sometimes in March we celebrate Easter. In April, I think this might be a picture of this child's mummy, so maybe it's her birthday in April. There's nothing in May. In June, there's a picture of another little child, so maybe it's that child's birthday in June. There's nothing in July. In August, it looks like a picture of a seaside. Why do you think there might be a seaside? Maybe it's because they go on holiday in August. In September, there looks like someone with a very smart school uniform. Maybe because they've got a new uniform, because that's when you start your new year at school. And a picture of a cat, so maybe that's when it's their cat's birthday. In October, there's a pumpkin, so they might celebrate Halloween. And November, there's nothing. So you can make a little wheel like that with the help of an adult, and you can write important things in there, or you could draw pictures of people's birthdays and things you celebrate. Like, oh, I forgot December, there's Santa, so that's Christmas. So if you celebrate things like Christmas, or if you celebrate Diwali or Valentine's Day or Ramadan, any of those festivals, you can draw pictures in them. So you can also do that. But make sure you do the activity on the left, which is the one where you have to put the months in the right order. Well done for today, and I can't wait to see your hard work. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.